Well, welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining me here today in this space. Today we are focusing on a practice that really views yoga like the dance of life. So incorporating in a sense of ease and gracefulness alongside power and strength. And what I personally find is that when we can embrace that sense of vulnerability, there is a liberation that occurs. We are free to just be who we are, flowing where it feels good. And the result of that is that we end up with quite a powerful or fiery sense of energy that is long lasting. So with all of that said, we're going to now come up into standing position into our Tadasana and positioning the body at the front edge of your mat. Your lovely hands can come to rest in line with your center of the chest here. Working a few rock and rolls through the feet so that you're connecting now with the soles of your feet and tuning into your balance here. In today's practice, we are going to be highlighting Nadarajasana, or your dancer pose, as the peak asana of the practice. And it's important that we don't just simply jump into that straight away, but we prepare mentally and physically by gaining a sense of warmth and limbering throughout the body, but also an awareness of how we are directing movement and how we are feeling in this moment. So from your Tadasana, we're going to feel nice and strong and grounded through the feet and legs, finding a firmness at the core, a beautiful lightness and length along the spine, and a wonderful expansion now across your chest. On your next slow, purposeful breath in, allow your arms to raise up above, the hands can come apart, maybe add a little sway back onto the spine here. And then opening your arms up like wings expanding, diving now over your thighs and entering into Uttanasana, your standing forward fold. Now, as the hands come down to the floor, we're going to settle into this position and then take a step back with the right foot. Keeping the heel lifted, it's going to be quite a deep step back behind the body. Runner's lunge, so the hips are going to lower a little into this. Engaging through your feet again, through your legs and your core, and allowing now both hands to raise up off the floor into goddess arms, really leading now with the center of your chest and with your heart. Beautiful. Those lovely hands are going to come back down to the floor now, and as they touch down, you can step back your left foot, bringing the body into your plank position now. Now, plank doesn't have to be static here. You might be rocking and rolling a little or pivoting back into the feet, adding perhaps a little sway throughout the body. Move where it feels good and really let your breath direct that movement. It will help you to travel. Now from here, as you just gaze gently down towards the floor, find a sense of stability, and we're going to now bend into the elbows, really slowly guiding down the chest and chin all the way to the floor, to the mat, until you end up in prone position. And that's where you can relax the body into the mat a little bit more. Your feet now are going to raise up off the floor, bending at the knees so that you can guide your heels a little closer in towards you. And you may find here that you can now reach back to hold on to your ankles or hold on to your heels. Now, if the feet are out of reach, that's absolutely fine, just to simply keep the upper portion of your body to the floor and just to allow the feet to be elevated. If, however, you do have hold of your feet, gain a really nice firm grip here. Press your feet further away from you and allow that positive pressure to start to lift through the chest and through the chin a little bit more. So entering into your Dhanurasana, your bow pose. So the direction of energy sometimes is mistakenly thought to be that we have to really wrench up through the chest and the chin, but it's actually guided by the feet. So the feet are drawing you deeper and deeper into this and really starting to build some flexibility and warmth along the back and spine. Going to slowly now release your feet, come back down to the floor, and your hands here can come back beside your chest. Press into the floor so that you can rise up now into your upward facing dog. Nice easy breathing here. Beautiful. Now, going to relax your head and neck down, tuck the toes under to the floor, press back through your hips and arrive into your downward dog. You might be cycling the legs a little bit here, loosening up, and then coming to hold nice and strong. Body still breathing. And your breath here acts like a spotlight within the body. It highlights the parts of the body that feel flexible, that feel strong, where there is space and a lot of movement occurring with ease. But at the same time, it can shine a light on the parts of the body that require more attention, more lingering, more nurturing, and a lot of patience. So really use your breath here like a supportive friend or a tool to guide you as you travel along the journey of your asana. Again, approaching yoga like that beautiful dance that it can be. So from your downward dog, you're going to now raise your right leg up into the air behind you. Might be a straight leg or a bent knee to start with. And then bending into that knee so that you can step forward on right foot, again entering into your runner's lunge. Your hands are going to raise into goddess, your beautiful goddess arms, exploring that expansion across the chest. And this time now we're going to open up the arms wide to the sides. Going to revolve the body a little into the right side here. Testing balance and focus, building on that concentration, and then revolve back through center and continue right the way around through to the left side. And as you do that, the left heel is just momentarily going to come down to the floor so that you can land into your warrior two position. Nice deep bend through the right side, through the right knee. Wonderful. So revolving once more so that you are forward facing, your back heel can lift. Arms now can raise up above, so gaining some length through side body and increasing the length through the back and spine. And explore here, guiding that length forward over your front thigh, taking it out front, and whether or not you would like to now raise your left leg, so back leg, up into the air behind you. And entering here into your variation of warrior three, whatever you might find that to be today. And it doesn't have to be with the back leg lifting. Wonderful. So from your version of warrior three, you can either just slide that back leg into Tadasana or take a step up into the position. Hands just coming again to rest in line with the heart center. Going to then bend forward through both knees, shoot the arms diagonally out in front here, descending down through your tailbone, really firming into your core. And we're ending off this portion of the sequence in our chair pose, Utkatasana. So keeping that fire and power alive alongside the ease of movement. Body is breathing. Wonderful. And then just simply easing yourself back to Tadasana and just taking a few steadying breaths here. Wonderful. We're going to again raise up through both arms. Let the hands come apart for your sway back. Dive forward and down now over the thighs. Going to take a nice deep step back with your left foot, entering into your runner's lunge. Hands come up off the floor, coming into your goddess arms. And then touching back down to the floor, stepping your right foot back now, entering into your plank. So you might be moving and grooving a little initially, and then gain some steadiness, some focus, bending through the elbows and guiding down the chest and chin, so you're feeding the body down to the floor as one unit. And then when you get nice and close, relax against your mat, letting go any tension. Beautiful. Your lovely feet can lift off the floor here, guiding your heels nice and close towards your body. And if you're able to, reaching back now to hold on to your ankles, your heels, sides of the feet. Nice firm grip, and you're using your feet now, drawing them away from you to help peel up through the chin and through the chest. Not forcing into the back, just guiding gently, body breathing, and then releasing back down when you're ready to. Both hands now positioned either side of your chest. Your feet are to the floor as you rise up through chest and chin, entering into your upward facing dog. Body breathing. Slowly from here, as your head and neck relax, you're going to tuck the toes under to the floor. Guide your hips back behind you so you're finding your way into your Adho Mukha Svanasana, or your full downward dog position. Moving wherever it feels good to go. Wonderful. So it's now your left leg that's going to raise into the air behind you. And again, this might be a straight leg or with a little bit of a bent knee. Bending into that knee now as you take a nice deep step forward so that you're landing in between your hands. Gain some steadiness. And then add the lift of your hands so that you're coming into beautiful goddess arms, energizing across your chest. From here, we're going to expand wide through the arms, coming into a revolved position. So we're going to revolve initially to the left side. It doesn't have to be too deep. Exploring your balance, focus, concentration, and patience as you revolve back through center, but continue your way around to the right side. And as you do that, just allow the right heel to find the floor, entering into your warrior two. Building that strength, building that confidence. Gently unraveling back through center. Back heel lifts as your arms raise up nice and high, cultivating that beautiful length. And then guide that wonderful energy forward here now. The option is entirely up to you if you would like to lift your back leg up off the floor or keep it where it is. Be happy with whatever version of Warrior 3 you're entering into. Now, if your back foot has lifted up, you might be now sliding the leg into Tadasana, or you might be now taking a step up into that position. Hands coming in line with your chest gently. And then we're going to just descend and bend through the knees, through the tailbone, and extend the arms forward here, creating that beautiful zigzag position through the body, your wonderful chair pose, fiery asana. And then slow and gentle to just unravel back to Tadasana, back to your grounding mountain. Close down the eyes and take a few breaths. Wonderful. And now as you blink the eyes back open, just give your body a nice easy shake out. It's going to take a step back now to the back edge of your mat, and we're going to use that space to step into our Nadarajasana, into our dancer pose. So approaching this with movement, with grace, with ease, and just exploring where the body would like to go to with this. So as you focus your attention forward here, going to feel that the knees are nice and soft, but your legs are strong. Eye gaze is steady forward. And take a step forward with your right foot. And as you do that, your left foot is just going to naturally lift up into the air behind you. Now you might just come into a bit of a hover with that foot, but if you're able to, let your left hand seamlessly find hold of the outside of your foot or your ankle, making sure it's not at your toes, you're not wanting to pull into your toes in any way. And then breathe to gain some steadiness here. If all is good and you're taking this a little bit further, right arm now raises, extending into the right side body. Your eye gaze are fixed on one spot out in front. And then very slowly as you start to tilt your torso forward along with your right arm, your left leg and foot are going to come back behind you. So your foot eases back into the air behind you just as much as you lengthen forward out in front. So in this way, you're creating that beautiful balance with your movement. Breathing the whole way through. A lot of focus, a lot of concentration going on here. And then ever so gently, when you have had enough, just simply ease yourself back into center point. Ease down the arm, let go of the foot, and then take a step back on your mat. Recenter yourself. And then when you're ready to, we're going to take a step forward on the left foot, raising seamlessly the right foot back behind you, your hand grabbing hold, left arm extending high. Focus your eyes, keep the breath with you. Feel supported, feel strong, feel empowered. And then as you start to guide your left hand forward, and the torso eases forward with that movement, Your beautiful right foot comes back into the air further behind you. Explore where you would like to go. Explore where you would like to linger and hold. And then slow and steady making your way back to center and letting this go completely. Find Tadasana for a few moments. Slow down the pace of your breath and acknowledge the energy within your body. Beautiful. From here, we're just going to ease the body down to the floor into Vajrasana. If this is uncomfortable, you can just simply swing your legs out front. Closing down your eyes in this seated position. And just allow here the breath to slow down. Gaining here some external stillness, but really tuning into the internal movement that you have generated. The power and positive stimulation that is cultivated with an approach of feeling good and flowing with ease. And explore in this moment the ways that you might be able to incorporate into your life movement that feels more like a dance. And whether that might be when you are cooking dinner, moving around the kitchen, or perhaps when you are navigating the aisles at work, or perhaps the aisles of the grocery store, or simply when you are going for a walk and being outside. It might be the way that you pick up a book or an item of clothing. And tuning into the ways that we can embrace softness within our movement and enable that sense of liberation and freedom. But for now, just allowing your hands to come together in line with your heart, in line with your chest. And we'll bring our practice to a close with the sharing of Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here in this space.